Is ITVX available in the USA? Now, ITVX is the replacement to ITV's previous streaming service, ITV Hub, and it really is a huge upgrade. It puts it on parallel, really, with BBC iPLayer. It's got loads of virtual channels, lots more stuff you can download. You can actually download stuff to watch offline and things like that. But just like the BBC iPlayer, it's geo-fenced, so it's restricted to people who are in the UK. So if you're in the US or you're a UK viewer who's on holiday or business in the US, you'll actually get blocked. So there are a couple of ways around this. If you normally live in the UK and you're just getting blocked when you go abroad to the US, one option you've got there is this one here. Is ITVX actually has a premium version. The normal service is free. Excuse me. But ITVX has a premium version, which is £6 a month, or about $5. If you get that, you can actually use a download feature and watch it offline. So if you were, say, going on holiday for 3 weeks or 2 weeks or whatever, you could download shows that have already been broadcast onto your device or your computer and watch it offline when you're in the US. You won't be able to live stream using that. So for most people, this isn't really an option. The other option is what everybody else seems to do, and use a VPN. I'm going to show you how you can do that now. Okay, so ITVX normally, there's a bit of a problem if you're in the US, as I mentioned. If you go and try and stream anything from the US, you'll get an error code. You'll either get this error code 0101, or sometimes you get error code 1006, but this is the most common one, error code 0101. Basically says, I've looked up where you're located, you're not in the UK, so you can't watch it. The problem is, I will show you now, if we go to this GPS coordinate site, which shows where your IP is registered to, you can see here, the problem is my IP address that I'm connecting to is located in the US, so I won't be able to watch ITVX while this is the case. The solution is to change this IP address. Now, obviously, it does change if you travel to the UK, but that's quite difficult if you actually live in the UK or based there permanently. But what most people do now is to use something called a VPN, which stands for Virtual Private Network. And this is a way of hiding your IP address location without actually moving. And I'll show you how it works now. Okay, so we need to fire up a VPN service, and this is the one I use. I use it because it works with BBC iPlayer and it works with ITVX. Pretty much perfectly. Not all VPN services, there are thousands of VPN services. The problem with them, most of them are fine for protecting your internet connection and encrypting your devices and stuff like that. But they don't actually work very well with most media sites because they get blocked. NordVPN is one that does work as long as you use their optimized servers. And just show you now. NordVPN has got some optimized servers for the BBC, which you can also use for ITVX as well. Really, just to summarize briefly what they do, they have a selection of servers. We can see 18, 40, 41, 42, and so on. There's about 40 servers there. What they do is they rotate the IP addresses so that they don't get detected by the media sites, and they monitor the number of connections, because the main way ITVX and BBC block people using VPNs is by the IP address. They look, if they see 500 people watching Coronation Street, all from the same IP address, they're pretty sure it's a VPN or a proxy server, and they just block it. The NordVPN gets around that by trying to rotate it. So NordVPN's got loads of other servers. If you click on UK, if you can see here, this is my service in the taskbar. You can install it on your phones and other devices too, but this is the laptop version. You can connect on UK, for instance. Just click on UK. That will take you to the fastest available UK VPN server. But as I say, if you want to watch TV, you want to pick one of the optimized ones. So type in one of those numbers from the other screen. I'll put them below in the description. Just type in 1840 or whatever. I've got one listed here. And then connect to one of those servers because they're much more reliable. Okay, right. Now let's go back and see if we can access the site. So I'm now connected to a UK VPN server, and any website I go to is going to see the IP address of the VPN server, not my real address. So it's irrelevant where I am. So let's just go to itv.com. We're back here. And of course, now it will have looked up my IP address and said, hopefully, you're in the UK, so this should work. And let's just go and watch this program, Red Eye. Here it goes. It says parental controls are off. Watch. And you can see it's now streaming perfectly. Now, remember, ITVX has adverts, so you'll get advertising breaks, unless you upgrade to the premium version, which, as I say, is about $5 a month. Let's just pause that there now. Hopefully you can see it works perfectly. You can go to BBC and it'll work with that. Now, for ITVX, you do need to create an account, but they're free. Make sure you have your UK VPN connection connected before you go and register for an account. As I say, you need an email address. They may ask you for a postcode. If you need a postcode, any valid UK postcode, which is like a US zip code, will work. Just grab one off the internet, or there's sites like royalmail.com, find dash a postcode. Hopefully you can see that. If you go in there and type in a couple of letters, it'll come up with some options, and you can find a few postcodes from there. It's dead easy to use. Or just search online. It can be anything. The Houses of Commons, Buckingham Palace, Old Trafford, the Etihad Stadium, wherever you like. Just pick a postcode and it'll work. As long as it's real, it'll work. There's no check. And that's basically it. That's how you watch ITVX in the US. Hopefully that's straightforward. Okay, thanks very much for watching, and I hope you all have a nice day. Thanks for now.